everybody, this is a video for the vinyl community, the metal community. I just thought I'd go for a stack of my old tickets, actually, my old gig tickets. So, I don't know if anyone's at all interested in that, but let's just, I've got various stored gig tickets. This is Carcass. I'll give you my, I'll make it serious, there's quite a lot here, you ain't gonna want to see them all in one go, so I'll make maybe 3 videos out of it. So this was Carcass from 2013. I actually filmed this on my channel, and one of the, like a big metal page shared it on their page. It got about 1,000 views in about a weekend, which was nice. It's a shame 1,000 of them people who watched it never actually subscribed to my channel, but there you go. Well, this is a band called Forgotten Tomb. Local promoter in London by the name of Paola. She puts on loads of Doom gigs, and this was one of her gigs back in the day. This is from 2013 as well. Funeral of Mankind Promotions was the name of the thing she was putting, the gigs she put on. So it's Forgotten Tomb, iSoul, and Arab Altar. iSoul used to be called Forlorn way back in the day. I've got some of their old demo tapes in my collection. Oh, here's just a wristband from a Funeral of Mankind event. This is just a flyer that I kept. I did go to this gig. I actually filmed this as well. Got footage of all this on my YouTube channel as well. I actually played the band Feral, which are on this bill, on my podcast last month, I think. And I messaged them. They shared it on their wall. He's actually recorded an intro for my show, which I'll be using on a future show as well. And I said, yeah, I filmed you back in so and so, and I sent in the footage. He goes, cool. There's another Funeral of Mankind wristband. I went to a few Funeral of Mankind gigs, I suppose. This is the last time I saw Slayer, and probably the last time I'll ever see Slayer. My my mate, who was living with me at the time, his friend, I think, booked some tickets, then couldn't go, and just gave them to him. So me and my mate Dawn and my mate Mike all went along. We missed Anthrax, which was annoying, but we saw Slayer for free, which is always good. Right, another 2013 gig, Marduk. There was one year, I don't know, it wasn't 2013. It wasn't 2013, that's the year my mum died, so I wasn't really in the mood for going to gigs. Well, I still went to gigs after that. In fact, I think 2 days after my mum died, I went to a gig, just to bloody well, just to go out and do something rather than be sitting at home miserable. I went to a gig and was miserable instead. But yeah, the one year I did, I think it might have been 2010 or something, I did 100 gigs in a year, which was quite a record for me. Right, Exhumed, great death metal band. I actually interviewed in my very first fanzine before anyone even knew about them. They only had a demo out at the time, and I put them in one of my compilations as well, my first compilation tape. But this was with Separation. I think Dan played this one as well. It was upstairs at the garage. But yeah, it was a good gig, for as far as I recall. Massacre at the Barfly, quite a small venue, really packed out. And Massacre never disappoint. Never disappoint, Massacre. Great band, love them to this day. I got some footage of that on my channel as well, if anyone wants to watch it. Most of these bands I've got footage of, actually, because I always, when I put my camera, annoyed me. I had a camera back in the day, but I never filmed any gigs. I wish I had, because I have so much more gig footage if I only had done that. Mind you, there was before YouTube came around, so I wouldn't have anything to do, I wouldn't have anywhere to put it in them days. Right, this was a really cool gig, really great band, Toxic, woefully unattended though. Can't believe how poorly attended this gig was, and they were fucking excellent, really cool. This was April 2014 at the Underworld, one of the biggest kind of venues in London. So many gigs go on at the Underworld. It's like an underground mecca, and they were really good. I filmed them. It's up on the channel if you want to watch it. Well, this was something called Titan Fest. Now, this is a little bit annoying. I got in free to this one because the guy who puts it on, Ferenc, I think his name is, he let me in free, but he wanted me to film it. But not with my camera like I normally do, but with using his camera and trying to get all the footage of all the bands. And he had like loads of people doing filming, and I had to go and change the battery a few times, that kind of thing. So that's how it was on a bit of a... So I managed to see some cool bands. I saw DAM for the first time in over, I don't know, 2 decades probably. I really enjoyed that. I was close to tears actually. I was like, oh man, DAM, I fucking love DAM. And they were really good as well. I saw Toranaga for the first time in decades. They were excellent as well. But the trouble is, he's never put the footage up on YouTube. And I really sort of would like to see the footage that I took so I can remember what I saw on that day. I kind of wish I just paid to go in and took my own camera, because it would have been, you know, it would have all been all on YouTube by now. Right, this is a gig I went to last year, a festival called Beermageddon. My mate Mike, who took us to Slayer for free, he actually paid for me to go to this. He's a cool bloke. So I was in a band with him for a while. We was in a Christian band. Not that I'm a Christian, but I was just singing in the band with him because he's a mate, and you know, I don't care what we're singing about really, as long as we're having fun, which we did. And yeah, hopefully I'm going to Beermageddon with him this year, but we'll have to see what's happening. I'm hoping to get some job interviews and maybe even get a job, but we'll see what happens. Right, this is Grind Ethic. That's a label, a load of underground death metal, grindcore kind of stuff. Actually, the bloke who does this, Tom, was in a band. He's in Twitch of the Death Nerve. He's in Beef Conspiracy. Was there another band? I think that's it. No, was he in Infected Disarray as well? I can't remember now. It might have been Infected Disarray. Anyway, he's the husband of Paula, who does the Funeral of Mankind promotions. She does a load of doom metal gigs, he does a load of death metal gigs, and this was the 10-year anniversary. And one year, I can't remember if it was this one or not, it was around Christmas time, and he got me to dress up as Santa Claus and give out a load of free CDs to people. So that was quite a fun memory. And at the end of the night, what was left in the bag, I had to ferret through and picked out a couple of good ones for myself kind of thing, so that was all good. Right, anyway, that'll do for now. I'll come back next week and show you off some more of my gig tickets and gig memories. If anyone was at any of these gigs or remember seeing any of those bands, you've got anything you want to say about it, go ahead. Any questions, leave them there. And in the comments, obviously. Also, don't forget, check out my giveaways. I've got a giveaway going on at the moment for a new wave of British heavy metal band called Troyan. Just go to that video, leave a comment, put a thumbs up, and you'll be in the draw when it comes to it. Okay, cheers for watching.